Welcome to episode 151 of the Radio Control Show.
Sponsored by AmiandHobbies.com, your one-stop RC hobby store.
Alright guys, like a lot of you, I've been watching videos of people driving their XO-1s online, and I see a lot of people crashing them. And I just wanted to give you a few tips that might help you out to keep that from happening. One of the things that I definitely recommend with the car is that when you get it out of the box, leave it in stock form. Drive it around and get used to the car. See how it turns, see how it brakes, just figure it all out and get used to it first. Drive it for a couple packs. Make sure you understand the car, know how it works, and knows what it's going to do. And when you're done with that, then you can go ahead and convert it and get it ready for driving at 100 miles an hour. And another thing that I see a lot of people not doing is you got to make sure you put that front wing on the car. It's very important. If you don't put that on there, the front end's just going to want to lift up and the car's going to go flying. Now when you're driving your XO-1, you want a big open area to run in. And an area like this might actually look perfect for that because it's big, open, there's nothing to hit. But the problem is there's a lot of cracks and dips in the pavement, and that can unsettle the car, and at 100 miles an hour, that means disaster. Besides trying to find a great place to run your car where it's nice and smooth and not bumpy, another problem that I see with people when they're trying to run their XO-1s is that they're overcorrecting on the steering. If you have to make any corrections at all, it should be bare minimum corrections. The car should track straight and you shouldn't have to correct it. But if you do, just give slight inputs to the steering. And if that's something that you're not able to do, you can turn down the steering sensitivity on your radio. You want it to be just ever so slightly, just kind of pull it over. You don't need to make sudden jerks to the steering wheel. Alright, now I'm ready to run my car. I have it converted, I have the front wing on, I'm ready to go, I'm familiar with it, and I found a really good area to run it at this drag strip here at Lebanon Valley Dragway in Lebanon Valley, New York. Now, what you need to do when you're going to drive your car at 100 miles an hour is you can't just punch it and expect it to go. It's just going to spin the tires and then spin out. What I like to do with my car is I ease into the throttle until it's about 40, 50 miles an hour, and then I bury the trigger and make my 100 mile an hour pass. But I don't go for too long because it'll get out of range, and then you want to be able to have radio range to slow it down. So you ease on the brake, just like you did with the throttle, because if you slam on it, it could lock up the tires, spin out of control, and then you're going to crash. So if you just follow these simple steps, you can have a 100 mile an hour car that you can have fun with all day long.
If it's raining and windy outside, a great way to keep your flying skills fresh is with a little quality sim time. Sims are great for training your eye-hand coordination, but to get the most out of them, you have to do it right. Here are some helpful tips. Always select the ground position to fly, not the cockpit view, which turns the sim into a video game. And don't just fly around, crash, and hit the reset button. Learn from your mistakes and develop a flight plan and practice your flight plan. Practice takeoffs, landings, and touch and goes.
A lot of people attend races to check out the racing action, and it's always awesome to see today's top sponsored drivers make super fast and consistent laps. At this year's Snowbird Nationals, they switched things up a bit and had a cool figure 8 race. Cars hitting cars never gets old, does it?
When it comes to perfecting your RC aerobatic skills, nothing tops getting to the flying field and practicing except for maybe watching pro pilots show how it's done. Model Airplane News contributor and national RC champ John Glazelis has flown some of the most exciting 3D moves in our Aerobatics Made Easy DVD series. John has many aerobatic videos playing on our members-only site, including one of the most exciting, the rolling harrier descent.
Now we perform possibly the most difficult 3D maneuver. It is called the rolling harrier descent. This maneuver starts at a very high altitude. You'll pull the throttle all the way back to idle and make sure that you're on your 3D rates. Once the airplane approaches its stall, you will start to feed in almost full up elevator in this case. Then you will start to add full left aileron in this example. The airplane will be rolling left and you'll hold the aileron consistent to maximum rate. But you'll have to constantly change rudder and elevator input. So in this case, we're going to be holding right top rudder, full deflection. Here, full down elevator, full left top rudder, full up elevator. Doing these inputs, the airplane will continuously roll and descend in altitude. To fly out of the maneuver, simply release inputs and add power.
For full in-depth details on this and other exciting aerobatic maneuvers, purchase Advanced Aerobatics Made Easy on aerostore.com or become a Model Airplane News member and get instant online access. This week's Deal of the Week on aerostore.com is our Precision Aerobatics book. Regularly priced at $27.95, as a Deal of the Week it's half off and now available for $13.98. Stay tuned, Deals of the Week will run from Friday to Friday when a new deal will be unveiled.
A-Main Hobbies, the biggest selection of remote control cars, trucks, planes, and helicopters. Want parts and accessories? A-Main Hobbies has what you need. Visit us at amainhobbies.com or call 800-705-2215. Get it all at A-Main Hobbies. Leave your competition in the dirt.
We keep seeing all kinds of cool apps that allow you to drive your RC car with a smartphone, but this setup from RC 4-Wheel Drive is one of the best I've seen yet. I'd never hook it up to a large-scale vehicle like this guy. The last thing you want to do is drop your phone while that sucker is running.
Have you become a fan of Model Airplane News yet on Facebook? Now is the perfect time because doing so could win you the cover plane from the May issue of Electric Flight, the Great Plains Shoestring Racer. This unbelievable prize package is valued at over $1,000. Don't wait on this one. The contest ends on March 27th. Remember to head to your local hobby shop or newsstand for the May issues of Rated Control Car Action and Model Airplane News.
You can also check out rccaraction.com and modelairplanenews.com for everything we covered this week.
Thanks again for joining us on the Rated Control Show.
And we'll see you next time. You smell Bengay?
I do. You smell minty.
It smells really strong over here.
It's on your knee. It smells like icy hot.
Oh, that's
It's like a minty.
stinks.
Really? See, I don't
like
think it smells bad at all.
That is terrible. I
like
smell
it.
like an old person.
No, old
No
people
offense
smell.
to the old people out
Old
there
people
watching.
smell like it's
All I
got
get
like
is
a
diapers. That's it.
mintish
Yeah,
smell
it's got
to
that
it.
mintish medicine-y smell. That's great.